In a bold statement, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky has made it clear that he will not accept any peace deal with Russia unless Ukraine is directly involved in the negotiations. This declaration comes just a day after U.S. President Donald Trump spoke separately with both Zelensky and Russian President Vladimir Putin in an effort to broker an end to the war. When asked whether Ukraine would have a seat at the negotiating table, Trump offered a vague response, acknowledging that multiple parties would be involved, but stopping short of guaranteeing Ukraine's direct participation. His remarks have only added to the uncertainty surrounding the future of the conflict, raising concerns about whether Ukraine will have an equal say in shaping its own fate. Meanwhile, U.S. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth has drawn attention with his recent statements regarding Ukraine's territorial integrity and its NATO ambitions. On Wednesday, Hegseth called it unrealistic for Ukraine to regain all of its pre-2014 borders, including Crimea, or to expect an immediate path to NATO membership. Although he later sought to soften his stance by emphasizing that everything is on the table, the remarks were seen as an implicit acknowledgement of the geopolitical realities that Ukraine faces. Notably, Trump's response to Hegseth's comments suggests alignment with this perspective, indicating that the U.S. position on these matters might not be significantly different from that of the previous administration. Despite this, Ukraine remains firm in its objectives, making it clear that NATO membership and the restoration of its territorial sovereignty remain critical to its long-term security strategy. The international reaction to Trump's outreach to Putin has been mixed, with European leaders expressing concern over the prospect of peace talks occurring without Ukraine's full involvement. The European Union's Foreign Affairs chief issued a stern warning, stating that any deal behind our backs won't work, underscoring the fear that a peace settlement reached without Ukrainian input could undermine the country's sovereignty and security. Adding to the speculation, Trump has hinted at a possible in-person meeting with Putin in Saudi Arabia, raising questions about whether Zelensky will be included in those discussions. As these diplomatic maneuvers unfold, all eyes are now on Vice President J.D. Vance and Secretary of State Marco Rubio, who are expected to provide further details on the U.S. approach to the Ukraine crisis at the upcoming Munich Security Conference. At this critical moment, the world waits to see whether these high-level talks will lead to a viable path toward ending the war, or if they will instead deepen divisions and prolong the conflict. As always, we will continue to bring you the latest developments and expert analysis here at In the Know News, your trusted source for breaking stories on global affairs, finance, personal development, and technology. Stay informed, stay engaged, and we'll see you next time.